Hey, 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 y'all. Hey, hey, this is AunTeaFee about them. Ooh, ooh, fast, fast. Woo! So listen, y'all. Y'all know I'm out of town. I'm out and about. So I had to come back in and give y'all this real quick. What time is it? It's 3:30 p.m. What is the 15th? So Wednesday. And they saying that the possible seventh MPD Mad Dog. Oh, that's Red Dog. He ain't a Red Dog because he over the Scorpion unit. It's going to be a Lieutenant Dewayne Maurice. Wait for it. Wait for it. Smith. Are we surprised? After that other Justin Smith started crying, I didn't, I really want, him. And, with all these Smiths on the force and stuff, reckon that's why Cornelius is getting fat, thick, going to the beauty shop and all that good stuff. He was the first one with the best, attorney. He came in popping his chest out big and he was little at the time. What's going on? But he's a lieutenant. He's trying to retire. I hope she's smart enough to nab that ass before. Because surely if he's involved, they say he was on the scene that night. And that's why that other Maurice didn't call for help immediately, because he was waiting for his daddy or his uncle or, his papa, whoever, to give him permission. This is, and I'm going to leave that alone. All these bloggers who eating the ass of MPD. Ooh, AunTeaFee. Did I say that? Oh, let's move on. Y'all know I done been to the brunch. I was on mimosa, so that was the mimosa, talking about her eating the ass. But anyway, Dewayne Maurice Smith, he's trying to retire. I think he's trying to retire this week or next week. I'm not sure, but he's trying to get up out of there before they. But they say he's been relieved of duty. But this is just what's come out, And this is really allegedly. This is word on the Memphis streets.
The officer that was involved in the Tyree Nichols case goes by the name of Dewayne Maurice Smith. That would be Lieutenant.
And he was on the force when old girl was on the force, so maybe that's the guy that was giving her all this reliable info.
Well, folks, somebody sent this to me, okay? This is the 7th officer, allegedly, that has been relieved of duty in the Tyree Nichols case. This is Lieutenant Dewayne Maurice Smith. He's been with the department for 25 years. He was at the scene and he just stood around. Now, they also said that he's supposed to be retiring Friday. He's supposed to meet with the retirement board Friday. I think he's trying to get up out of there before they start cutting up all them roots. Stay tuned. We got a whole lot more coming. There's a whole lot more officers going to get exposed in this right.
Absolutely.
This is the 7th officer, allegedly, that has been relieved of duty in the Tyree Nichols case. This is Lieutenant Dewayne Maurice Smith. He's been with the department for 25 years. He was at the scene and he just stood around. Now, they also said that he's supposed to be retiring Friday.
They thought they had somebody else, y'all.
I think he's trying to get up out of there before they start cutting up all them roots. Stay tuned. We got a whole lot more coming. There's a whole lot more officers going to get exposed in this.
And bloggers.
actually two Maurice that used to work for the police department in Tennessee. Now, one in 2015.
Y'all hit the like button.
Kicked off the force.
Okay. Y'all hit the like button for me. Come on now, so I can get back to the party if I get out of town. Come on, get down on it. Get down on it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Like button. I was finna add, share and subscribe. y'all hit the like button for me? Okay, let's go. So y'all thought AunTeaFee was just full of life, for YouTube purposes. I told y'all who I am. I am in real life. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Once I'm out, I am the party. Oh, y'all didn't know that? That's why they hate me. Because I'm the party. And when it's party time, they come in saying, where she at? Yes, indeed, Auntie. Yes, indeed. Let's go.
Problem is, there's actually two Maurice that used to work for the police department in Tennessee. Now, one in 2015 was kicked off the force for domestic violence issues, and he was decertified so that way basically his information is untruthful in court, so he's not supposed to be able to work at another police department because
just like
now
Chief Davis,
I find it kind of ironic that
in Atlanta,
same guy with the same name, different middle name, now works 3 miles away or 3 hours away for this police department if it is him. So his last name or his middle name and is now working for this police department. He got underneath the radar as far as being on the blacklist as being reemployed. Now, if not, and these are two different officers with similar names that are in the similar area, which is very coincidental, it could mean that they are related. And with that being said, this makes it even more scary. Two officers behind a lengthy undercover investigation led to an arrest. More than a dozen people accused of dealing drugs were honored for their work during an award ceremony.
Didn't something happen in Vicksburg this week?
Narcotics investigators Jeff Merritt and Dewayne Smith
I have to research Vicksburg.
Top Cop Award in Vicksburg Police Department at the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial.
It's all full circle, y'all. I try to tell y'all that. How long I've been telling y'all
that?
that?
Cat and mouse game. When the bad guys are in jail, you've won, Smith said.
That's why they listen to AunTeaFee on the cool and just try to change their verbiage and make it seem like they smart.
Which took down suspects accused of being linked to high-level drug dealers. Quote, a lot of people think it's all make an undercover by and get an arrest.
But let me say this. Oh, Hag used to give me my credit until I got mad because she tried to set me up. Y'all know I start telling the truth in a minute, so let me let them talk. Let me rewind, cause I'll tell the truth. Oh yeah, when I was on her platform giving her all the information and giving them leads and shit. Oh yeah, y'all go to Auntie. Yeah, y'all can go to AunTeaFee. That's where I go. Sometimes I go there first because I be too fat and lazy. I don't want to do nothing. So I'll listen to what she have to say and then I just do my show off her. Yeah, until she tried to set me up. And I let her know that it was something wrong with her phone every time she called me. Yeah. And then her old bulldog, her old red dog on her, tried to come at me. Well, I knew something was wrong with you because I saw you in somebody else's chat. What? Girl, let me get off of this because I tell y'all that story. I'll do a video on exposing that one day. Yeah, she used to be a big old AunTeaFee cheerleader. called me and asked me, so what do you think? Y'all, if y'all pay attention, that's her. Well, so what do y'all think? That's because them feds in her clouds listening to her writing down all the information. That's how yeah. And then it makes her, look big, like her private investigation firm did the hard work. Girl, bye. Bye. Yeah, these are her friends. Y'all be wondering, AunTeaFee, why you come so hard? Because these her friends. And right now, her friends is a bigger criminals, and she co-signs for them. Just about every time she get her ass up on her platform, she co-sign this bullshit. Because she one of them. That's why. But let's continue. And now there's a possibility that their hands was in ADOLPH's, letting these people get way too close. Yeah, that's where AunTeaFee going with it. Now until something else comes about, that's the road I'm going down. So that's the passion you hear in AunTeaFee. She's been exposed. Now she faking and shaking with y'all, but she's been exposed with me. And, if memory serves me correct, when the shit all hit the fan and then all the dirt come out in the wash, AunTeaFee gonna be saying, I told y'all. Let's go.
You can submit both Smith and Merritt. Now, skipping ahead a little bit to give you the background on Smith and why this is weird, check this out. Smith has been with Vicksburg Police Department for 16 years and has worked in narcotics investigation for 12. He also followed in his family's footsteps. His mother, Dora, is a retired VPD lieutenant, and his brother, Wayne, is a trooper with Mississippi Highway Patrol.
It's a family.
Mississippi Highway Safety Patrol.
Justin Smith, part of the Scorpions, and Cornelius Smith, probably they
who allow us to adjust our schedule so we can complete our investigations, unquote, Smith said. Tracking drug dealers certainly isn't a 9-to-5 job, but can require working odd hours at any times of the day. Could it possibly be the reason it took so long for Justin to call the paramedics for Tyree Nichols is because he had to wait for the lieutenant to tell him to do it?
His uncle, daddy.
Because the lieutenant didn't want to get involved and do it himself and have his name on the radio?
At the Tyree Nichols on January 19th, Officer Justin Smith provided investigators with his side of what happened the night Nichols was pulled over.
He says that he was supposed to be on desk duty because of a knee injury, but was told to be on patrol and respond to calls when an officer needed assistance. Now, he had been tasered and pepper sprayed, and had fled the scene. He also says he was the first to call for medical assistance. Smith says that he got to the scene where Nichols had been stopped and found an officer struggling with a suspect. He says he tried to help, saying, quote, I continue to struggle with the actively resisting suspect to gain control, but acknowledged Nichols had one hand cuffed.
Smith goes on to say he was in severe pain from his knee and on the use of his body camera stated, I did not immediately turn on my body-worn camera as I was getting out of my car, but I did turn it on as it was interacted with the suspect.
Nichols in Memphis, the head of the union representing 3 fire department employees who lost their jobs over it, say the 3 were not given enough information when they responded to the scene. In fact, the union says information was even withheld by other first responders. Cameras show police beat Nichols when they pulled him over for the alleged erratic driving, they said. He died 3 days later.
The other officers and myself was paramount.
If you were the first one to call the paramedics, and it's already been proven that when the paramedics were called, they were called for pepper spray, you didn't call for Tyree, you fucking asshole.
More fallout from...
Now,
Hit the like button, please.
I'm just thinking, if Justin and the lieutenant, both with the last name of Smith, happen to be related, Just saying. I'm just going down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of Smiths, but there's a lot of Smiths that seem to be in this Memphis PD also. Back to the show. So, according to this website that from 2015, that shows the decertification of 3 officers in the Tennessee area or Memphis area or whatever. This same officer's name is the one that came on the list with the middle name Brandon, 2015. Now, if they did all these busts in this little ass community, and where top cops got all this awards and everything else, my question is, why did the police department close down, and why is it closed till this day? And when you bring up the website and try to get any discerned information, it's just basically looks like somebody just kind of put together a GoFund or again, these sting operations for these mid and high level drug dealers that don't exist.
They be pocketing that
I
money.
think we really need to go back and look at all of the police records and all of the criminal statutes and see how hard they were going on marijuana dealers.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why America's falling apart? It's because the government is now, there's 2 different middle names. One is, would it be possible
It's
for
possible.
a cop in 2010?
Public record.
So I dig further down the rabbit hole of Memphis, Tennessee, police, down in that area. Would it be possible for a cop
A dirty
to
one.
fudge their name,
Yes.
or go by a different middle name or whatever have you,
Mm-hmm.
to be employed at a different office?
Absolutely.
Because public record shows that these 2 cops with similar names, similar ages, similar backgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
are now within a 3-hour radius of each other as far as employment, within the same timeline. Now, in 2013, it looks like Dewayne Brandon was decertified and left his job. But it shows here that right after that, a year or 2 later, this new Dewayne was now working for Memphis PD. And I can't find any history online other than that. So this new Dewayne was now working for Memphis PD. And I can't find any history online.
It's like we didn't have none
So,
on Davis until this
back to
case.
transparency when
We didn't
the
know nothing about the red
government,
dog
state
until they
officials,
beat
or police
and killed
department tried to get ahead of a story and not be
Tyreek.
transparent to the civilian population.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do our own investigation. They leave out part of the story. So we have to connect this stuff together, which means there's going to be a lot of opinion and a lot of speculation going on as to why either this cop was able to do this and you guys are hiding it so that we can't find it, or that the system is broken and you guys are allowing it to stay broken so cops can keep doing this.
Letting
And you
folk
don't
in
want it to
jail,
fuck
letting
up
them
because
out.
You guys got to keep up the persona of.
I remember listening to an interview from, what's his name? EBG? EBG Jizzle. After he had, kind of spazzed out when Raw Money and Cheddar was killed. And he talked about, the gangs and stuff. And he was like, y'all, the murders don't get solved in Memphis. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that upload I did with EBG Jizzle? And I think it was the one where he was talking about, what's his name? The guy from Empire. The guy from Empire taking an interest to him. But he was saying that, he gonna have to keep doing what he doing because ain't no murders being solved. See, this is kind of some of what Dolph was feeling, because the police are dirty. And I'm going to say it again. Any one of these bloggers who want to sit here and cheerlead for these dirty cops in Memphis is dirty too. Period.
As to why either this cop was able to do this and you guys are hiding it so that we can't find it, or that the system is broken and you guys are allowing it to stay broken so cops can keep doing this. And you don't want us to find out because you guys got to keep up the persona of cohesiveness as far as, you know, the system, showing that, you know, the average tax-paying citizen can keep paying their taxes. So my, I guess, solution to this would be if the government doesn't want bloodshed and all they think about is money.
All they think.
Administrative reports back in '87, but it did not give any public details of why, other than a criminal action. So I would have to bring up the case number and see if I can get a FOIA request. Now, for those of you that are watching this that are old enough to remember the movie Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jack Nicholson, of that movie where the gang members or the mafia or the bad guys are recruiting children to go
See
to
how much he
school
make?
and to go into law enforcement so they can become
Emmett,
agents
Haley.
of crime. It seems like we have a real life Departed scenario dealing with Memphis PD. And I think there needs to be serious vetting up and down from top to bottom. Because them claiming that the crime rate is so high
Emmett
has
Smith,
a lot to do with them antagonizing the community. If you keep putting your
Justin
group
made
literally
more.
on
Y'all
the
see how
neck of
much Justin?
civilians.
So the Smith guy made more than all of the Scorpion 5. Y'all see? Y'all checking this out? Oh, that's the... And Justin. So how did Justin Smith... Hold on. So the lieutenant... 66,936.74. Make the same as Justin Smith. And the lieutenant been on the force for how many years? And the bad knee guy, you know, y'all know I'm looking for some memes. Joshua Taylor's. Yeah. What is Lil Migo last name?
The government and protect them, such as the United is cutting corners and taking tax money out of Russian army, is taking shit they're not supposed to. Are when I mix politics into crime, but
Shout out to Norman Nix. Until next time. 7 cop that's supposed to be let go is a Lieutenant Dewayne Maurice Smith, another Smith.